This video is brought to you by IXL, used by millions of students worldwide to get ahead in math, English, and more.
Did you know that there are special patterns for the side lengths of right triangles? Today we are going to learn the Pythagorean theorem and how to use it. First, what is the Pythagorean theorem, and when do we use it? The Pythagorean theorem describes a special relationship between the sides of a right triangle. It tells us that when you take the length of each side of your right triangle and square it, then the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs. Remember that the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle and is across from the right angle, while the legs are the other two sides in the triangle that form the right angle. In this triangle, the legs are labeled A and B, and the hypotenuse is C. So the Pythagorean theorem tells us that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Let's look at an example. Let's find the missing side of this right triangle. We know two of the side lengths, 12 and 5, so we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the third side length. But which letters do those sides represent? Well, since they are both adjacent to or touching the right angle, they are both legs, so we call them A and B. It actually doesn't matter which one is A and which one is B, as long as they are both legs of the triangle. The missing side is across from the right angle, so it is the hypotenuse, and we call it C. 12 squared is 144, and 5 squared is 25. 144 plus 25 is 169. So we have 169 equals c squared. To solve for c, we need to take the square root of both sides. The square root of 169 is 13, and the square root of c squared is just c. So c is 13. We found our missing side. Nice work. Let's look at another example. Let's find the missing side of this right triangle. Again, we'll use the Pythagorean theorem, but let's make sure we know which side is which. The 63 is a leg, so let's call that A. The 65 is across from the right angle, so it's the hypotenuse and it has to be C. Plugging in our lengths, we get 63 squared plus b squared equals 65 squared. That gives us 3,969 plus b squared equals 4,225. We can subtract 3,969 from both sides to get b squared equals 256. And to simplify that, we take the square root of both sides. So b equals 16. We found our missing side. Excellent job. Let's look at another example. Jackson just went down the slide at the playground. He walks 2 meters to get from the end of the slide back to the ladder. Then he climbs 2 meters to the top of the slide again. How long is the slide? To find the length of the slide, we want to represent this problem with the right triangle. The ladder goes straight up, so that's 2 meters. The distance from the bottom of the slide to the bottom of the ladder is also 2 meters. And we need to find the length of the slide, or hypotenuse. So we can use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. The two sides we know are both legs, so a equals 2 and b equals 2. That gives us 4 plus 4 equals c squared, so 8 equals c squared. To find c, we need to take the square root of both sides. The square root of 8 is a decimal that goes on forever, so we can round to the nearest tenth. So c is approximately 2.8. That means our slide is approximately 2.8 meters long. Well done. Let's try one last example. We are going to find the perimeter of this triangle. In order to find the perimeter, we need to know the length of all three sides. So first, let's find the length of the missing side using the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. 1.7 is a leg, so let's plug that in for A. 5.6 is the hypotenuse, so that's C. Simplifying gives us 2.89 plus b squared equals 31.36. Next, we subtract 2.89 from both sides. So b squared equals 28.47. And then we take the square root. So b is approximately 5.3. Remember that we want to find the perimeter of the triangle. Now that we know the lengths of all three sides, we can add those together to get our perimeter. So we add 1.7 plus 5.3 plus 5.6, and our perimeter is approximately 12.6. Great work using the Pythagorean theorem. Keep it up and practice a few on your own.
Head over to IXL.com to check out this video and thousands more in math and language arts.